Happy Halloween. I guess we're starting with our special Halloween edition. Check out this cup. Plastic. I'm drinking. Check out this cup. This cup too is plastic. Check that out though. That's quite a pumpkin. If I wanted a mutated Chernobyl pumpkin, that's definitely the pumpkin I would want. Multiple eyes. 7 spirits across the worlds. Directionals. No, but I'm over here having an elote dip, dude, and I was like very doubtful. I thought to myself, how are they going to get that the little Don Nacho coming down your street? Little Don Nacho from Michoacan. He has a little scorpion sticker on his cart. You don't want the cheese because I hated the cheese. I wanted the corn cob. I'd eat that corn cob and I'd take it by its handle with the corn cob spent. Its virility had surpassed its lifespan. No cobs left on it after I chewed on it. I'd take that fucker and I'd pick a random person's house and I'd go like that as hard as I could, but I'd hang on to the stick. And that corn would shoot off like a rocket ship, dude. Like SpaceX, right onto their house or into the window. That didn't work. You take a water hose and stick it in one of their windows and turn it on. I'm just kidding. We didn't do that. I didn't do that. People did that. I didn't do that. But anyways, a lot of people post these like potential unused scripts for horror films. Halloween. It's like that really is what got my loins up in a girdle. Michael Myers versus Pinhead. Okay, that doesn't make sense. Like if you're gonna do that, Pinhead is like a sadomasochistic weirdo with a box with a Rubik's cube. It's like he has pins in his face, dude. It's like some Down syndrome kid got into his grandmother's pin cushion and started dicking around with his Rubik's cube and unlocked a portal to hell. That's kind of what it looks like. Some like dolled up mime, from Helping Hands, the Helping Hands daycare for special youth. I mean, got in the powder box and got in the pin cushion. But he's a metaphysical thing. He's from hell, In the original one, there's this like weird hot dog weenie looking bacon fella up in the attic, and he's like, "Oh, give me more sex" to his sister, and his sister has to bring in people, and it brings him back to life, something like that. That was Hellraiser Part 1. Well, how does that apply to Michael Myers? You would think Michael Myers on the I'm gonna fight people as a Cenobite would be very low on the list. How would they even meet? Michael Myers fucking Jamie with Jason, where he grabs the mask and the claw. My phone froze. But he was also like possessed by these like demons, right? These 3 like worm looking demons. They look like fucking CGI eels. And which one was that? Freddy's Dead? Possibly. But we learned about Freddy's origins as far as like the metaphysical part, not the other part, the grape part of children. I mean, they always overlook that. People rock Freddy Krueger stickers and tattoos, and you're like, interesting. Really interesting. I'm going to go get my fucking, what's his name? Charles Epstein tattoo right on there. Oh, shit, I forgot. I just fucking ate my own words. Oh, that's...
your girlfriend.
Fuck, dude. Where is it at? Oh, shit. Mine's supposed to symbolize... Like, I didn't finish it. I'm supposed to get 2 blood drops. There's 2 of those blades are supposed to be bloody because it represents when I got stuck. I got stuck twice, 2 blood drops, 2 bloody needles, bloody blades, Anyways, we'll forget that happened. We'll cut that out. But anyways, you would think they would fight Freddy Krueger, maybe something happened. But regardless of that, I thought of what would be the best horror crossovers, because the topic of this was arisen from the fact that, Freddy versus Jason, Alien versus Predator, all of that shit, dude. Well, it would be Pumpkinhead versus Hills Have Eyes, because the Hills Have Eyes fellas, they end up fucking with somebody, they're out there dirt biking, they take someone and they eat their girlfriend, and then they're like, oh, and then they're like, wait a minute, we heard from our dirt bike friend who is now deceased that some dude came after him. He summoned this little like weird embryo out of the pumpkin patch and gave it to some old broad, and old Haggis resurrected it as Pumpkinhead, and he got revenge. Let's go find old Haggis, dude. The old witch. It's like hillbilly. It's like mountain hillbilly or like, woodland hillbilly versus desert Southwest hillbilly. And that would be amazing. It would be the fact that Pumpkinhead would go into the mines, first into the abandoned towns, the nuclear testing town, and to the gas station, to the mines, and maybe like we'd have other abandoned towns. I mean, if this is like testing grounds, this is outside of Vegas. This is halfway to Reno. This is the town of Beatty, the town of Goldfield. This is like nearly abandoned towns that have a handful of people who know the secrets of the ones who live down in the shafts. You know, Mercury, right? Mercury was a military town, I believe, out there. You know, you would go to that Atomic Cafe and you'd watch the bomb testing outside of Vegas, I believe. And could be wrong. But regardless, Pumpkinhead, I don't know if you have to put him strategically where they're at, you know, or does Pumpkinhead get there somehow? You know, is he calling an Uber? He's calling some Puerto Rican guy to come pick him up. But I don't know how Pumpkinhead gets there, but I'm sure Pumpkinhead gets there. And then he's in the caves, in the mine shafts. He's in the mountain hunting down Saturn and Jupiter and all those fuckers, you know. There'll be a whole batch of new ones, you know, a new brood, a new tribe. By the way, they were based on that old, what was it, the Irish family, the Irish clan that lived in like the caves on the cliffside by the ocean that would eat travelers. Till finally, like, some Roman legion came through and fucked them up because they got sick of hearing about people getting eaten by these like old heads in this cave. At high tide, they'd be in there, and then low tide they'd come out and eat merchants. Not those kind, but they'd eat merchants. And then finally, some soldiers from some king were like, "Dude, we got it," because I think they tried to eat a soldier and it didn't work out.